gonna say, because I can wear anywhere from a 7.5 to a 9.5.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't know that until I started working there.
Out to have prostate cancer, some kind of cancer, I guess, with his hip, and a mass in his chest. So, let's see here. Physical issues, Tom went, his heart. Ruby Linder, Chris told me that she's got an MRE and PED scan, and they're awaiting results from that. So please pray for him. Tommy Thompson, Tomlinson, is in Georgia. He has problems with his eyes, really bad. My brother Mont, his eyes, he was just updated that glaucoma, and this is after his surgery on his eyes a while back. So please keep him in your prayers. Babette, she's having very serious problems with her her memory. She seems to remember who people are. She's delusional on top of that. Cleo mentioned earlier, her friend Avril is recovering from having his leg removed due to diabetes. She sent me a message saying that he is recovering and doing okay, but it's going to be a long road ahead, obviously. So if I forgot you or didn't get to you, please just understand that you are on our minds. So please keep us updated on your progress, because your progress can help the faith of everybody else. Okay, let me get this situated. Okay, wanted to talk a little bit about one of the commandments. And the one thing that really, the commandment that really struck out to me was the first commandment. This is, I think, where Christ is talking about people being deceived. This is probably the biggest commandment Satan is going to, I think, use in order to deceive people. And here's the reason why. It's because in the first commandment, the first commandments, have no other gods before me. What this does is it emphasizes where our heart ought to be, focused on God. Satan, if you see a lot of the more modern podcasts, and if Satan can be able to manipulate you yourself first, it can cause some serious issues with where everything after that falls in your life. I wanted to mention something about this because many are self-help, my truth, my body, my choice, etc. These are things that take a person's focus off of what God is at and focuses it on themselves. I want to go piggyback. Several sermons in the last couple of months have dealt about trials and issues and how we overcome those. And I wanted to touch a little bit on this. And I'm going to make a statement here that may make Well, please hear me out. God is not interested in our comfort. If you take anything from the Bible and people that are in the Bible, you can notice Noah, he lost everything that he knew. Abraham was forced to almost sacrifice Isaac. Isaiah sawn in two. Zechariah, he was stoned to death. Habakkuk is said to be stoned by the Jews. You got Peter, Andrew, Bartholomew, they were crucified. Thomas, Thaddeus, Simon, Paul, all of them were beheaded. If you want to, read Fox's Book of Martyrs sometime. It comes out with a lot of things that, of people who have suffered horribly for this. And that's the part that I wanted to get into a little bit in what I was talking about, where the focus of your self-love to God's is different. First of all, we have to establish that the creation is not finished. After the creation, there was one part of people that God was after, and that is your character. And your character building often comes in odds with your comfort. Ask yourself, why were you born? Well, you were born to rule. We're coming up to the holy days, this coming up, and you're born to become sons and daughters of God. And because of that, if you were to take a look at your own personality profile, the kind of person to work for, you could be able to list out a couple of traits. Humility, compassion, judgment. You want somebody who, justice, especially when he's dealing with two different individuals. You want him to be fair in his dealings when dealing with them. And perseverance. You want to, if he's fighting a battle on your behalf with someone even higher up the line, you want him there. Now, question is, how do you get on your own personality from the way you are into the way that God is forming you to be? In 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 19, it says, "For this is thankworthy, that if a man for conscience towards God endure grief, suffering wrongfully, what glory is it if you be buffeted for your faults, you take a patient